Hey everybody, and welcome to Monday's live stream. As always, of course, this is going to be a live stream with a live chat with real people. So the first few minutes, we're going to be saying hi to everybody joining and whatnot. So if you're watching the playback, feel free to skip ahead to where we get started. Hopefully everybody's doing good today and having a good Monday so far. Just kind of going through pencils here, that way I don't have to do that when we get started. Hi Elizabeth, thanks for joining, hon. You want out, girl? You can go if you want. Go ahead. Hi Jody. Hi Charlotte. Thanks for joining. How are you guys today? Hi Mia. Thanks for joining, sweetheart. I'm pretty good. Can't complain. Minus these cats. Alright, come in then. Make up your mind. They don't want to be stuck in the room, but then you let them out, and then you close the door, and they think it shouldn't be closed, so then they want back in. These are brats. So hopefully everybody's Monday is going good so far. We're just kind of having a little bit of a relaxing day. I'm gonna color with you guys and do my nails later, and if it's warm out, maybe go for a walk with my boys. They are, Jody. Especially as they get older. You think kittens are bad, but then they get around to like 1 year, 2 years old, like teenagers almost, and then they really start being brats. Even now, she's in the room, but she's staring at the door because it's still closed and she wants it open. Okay, so we're going to be continuing in World of Flowers today, and I'm actually hoping that we'll be able to finish this page. We should have more than enough time, I would think. We can actually take our time and chat and relax. What's up, honey? I'm going to leave that up to Dad. You ask him. Ask your dad. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I'm assuming you mean Stitch. He seems to be okay. I noticed he is losing a little bit of weight. Nothing too worrisome yet, but hoping to be able to get him in at the end of February for the cleaning. They're pretty busy. Hoping that'll definitely help, but I'm thinking that he'll probably have to get all of his teeth removed. I've been doing a lot of research, and I think like 90 or 95% of the time a cleaning isn't good enough and they do have to get their teeth pulled, so... Puppies are almost even worse. I guess they both have their pros and cons. Cats are bad because they can get up places and cause even more mischief, but puppies don't sleep as much as cats, I've noticed. Yeah, thanks for asking, Charlotte. He's good. Oh, camera's gonna shake a little bit. Miss Lilo's up on the shelf. Hey, pretty kitty. They were both pretty spunky yesterday. They were running back and forth all over the place, and we have a cat house that Lilo claimed as her own once we got her. It was Stitch's. She pretty much just took over his life when we got her, so they chase each other back and forth in the living room, and she always jumps up to the top of her house and just kind of like stares at him like I'm the king of the castle kind of thing. It's super cute. So go ahead and zoom on in here. Thanks, Jody. I appreciate that. So I'm going to be using the same colors that we were before. And I'm just going to kind of do the same thing that I did before too. I'm just going to randomly go through these pencils and just put them just here, there, and everywhere. So I'm going to start off with the oak. And again, we are using the Derwent Inktense for this. So starting off with the oak. Let's see, we'll maybe throw a little bit on this one. Maybe just coming out the center. Oh, you sound awful today, sweetie. I did. I love it. Did you finish it? I know I've seen it when you tagged me. I'm not sure I've seen it since. I follow a lot of people on Instagram, but I swear my newsfeed doesn't really show me a lot. And if it does, it's like all one person. And of course, it's one person that I follow, but don't really even like. I'm not even sure why I follow her. I guess kind of like that, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Lately, she's been blowing up my newsfeed, which is actually kind of annoying. I think I'm going to unfollow her. Oh, I'll definitely have to go look. So I'm coloring in over top of the veins of this leaf and then also kind of creating a little bit of a shadow. No, it's not, is it? It just kind of shows whatever it wants to, I think, which is definitely really annoying. Okay, next coming in with the iron green. So I've got the veins of this leaf, and then I think I'm going to do the centers of these little designs here as well. And then maybe just create a shadow in on this one. Both where the leaf goes over it and where the flowers do. I can't remember what I said, Jody. I'm assuming to keep your friends close and your enemies closer a bit. Oh, that's cute, Elizabeth. Yeah, I'll scroll through my newsfeed a little bit, but I find that if I want to look at something specific, I'll usually just search up the tag for it and then just kind of go through the top posts there. What's up, hon?
I want Charlie and Emmy to come over here.
Well, honey, Charlie and Emmy live very far away.
And it takes a really long time.
That's right, yeah. They're 9 hours away. That's a long time.
Aww. Well, I want to play with you.
Well, next time they're down, you can.
Maybe you can bring Taylor Brody because ain't not far away.
Brody and Taylor aren't that far away, no. I agree, Jody. Another thing that bothers me with Instagram is the fact, like, you can follow people and turn on notifications. And so say that you have, like, notifications turned on for 5 different people. It will only give you that notification until somebody else posts. And then, you know, if one of the people that you really want to follow posted, you won't have their notification if somebody else, if you get what I mean. It's kind of confusing and also really annoying. So I like miss out on a lot of posts that I try to see because it doesn't really keep track of who's posted for me, which it should. Hi Nana, thanks for joining. Hi Becky. I hope you're all doing good today. Okay, so again, that was the iron green. I switch to the Ionian green now. Oh, apparently I'm going to throw it everywhere. Yeah, I agree, Jody. It is a gift and a curse, that's for sure. Okay, so what kind of color is this? This is kind of like a dull kind of color too. So I'm going to pop this in these little bits here, I think. Oh, hi, Kimberly. Missed you there. Okay, 2 seconds, guys. My kid's terrorizing the cat. Sorry about that. He's usually really good with the cats, but he was trying to trap Stitch under a plastic tote. Oh, thanks, Nana. Hi, Nick and Tina. Thanks for joining. How are you both today? Hi, Debs. How are you, sweetie? Thanks for being here. Okay, next color, leaf green. Again, I'm just looking to see what kind of color this is. This is more of like an olive kind of color. Okay, so I'm going to put that in on this one here, I think. I'm going to leave a little bit of a highlight at the edges though. And then I'm going to color in this one with it. I'm pretty good. Actually kind of enjoying this Monday a little bit. Although for me, pretty much every day is a Monday. Okay, I'm going to color in the veins and make a shadow on this one, I think. There's so many leaves. Sorry guys, kind of zoned out there. Just listen to my little one. He's singing Wheels on the Bus. He's got the cutest little voice when he sings. Oh no. It snowed all day the other day. And then we had this crazy windstorm. It was like a Chinook wind, and pretty much all the snow is gone again. Okay, next going in with light olive. Just picking out random areas. So I'm going to finish coloring in the outline of this one. And maybe color in the vines of this one. Or veins, not vines. Color in this one a little bit, I think. I don't want this one to be too bright because we're next to two kind of bright lily pads here. Not that these colors are overly bright anyways, but these leaves are already eye-catching enough in the fact that they're full of patterns. So I kind of want to keep the color toned down, otherwise they will overtake the page. Okay. So you'll color in these little bits with this, I think. How many colors? We've got 3 colors left, so we're doing good. Oh, Lilo's moving. Camera may shake a bit. I'm not a huge fan of the snow either, but I'm actually hoping we get more because every time we have a winter with barely any snow, we always have drought the next following summer and then lots of wildfires. Thankfully, not too close to us, but the smoke from them is terrible. And Rain has asthma. I am an ex-smoker, so smoke really bothers us. So kind of hoping it stays away. I think I'm going to color in the rest of this leaf with this one. You gotta stop wiggling there. You're a little wiggle worm today. You gonna lay down? I'm gonna have to kick you off. Oh, thank you for the kisses. You still have to get down or lay down. What are you gonna do? Hi, Robin. How are you feeling today? Okay, next color is Fern. And we're getting into our lighter colors now. So we've got Fern, Felt, and Apple is the lightest. Sorry guys, she just jumped off. Oh, she's gonna go curl up in her chair. Okay, so with the Fern, I'm gonna pop a little tiny bit of that in this one. And I think color in these little pieces as well. And we'll color in this one. See which one's darker. I'm not really sure if the Fern or the Felt green is darker. I think I'm just going to color in this whole portion of the leaf here. I'm trying to remember the first thing that I ever colored with them. And I honestly can't remember. I don't think it actually took me that long though, surprisingly, even though I hate watercolors. I've always kind of found the Inktense fairly easy to use. And I think it's because it doesn't really matter how you do it, the results are usually always really pretty. But I think another reason is because every kind of pencil that I use, whether it be like a water medium pencil like this, I'll usually kind of use them in the same fashion that I use the Prismacolors. And then it just usually always turns out working. Or it turns out good, I suppose. Color in this bit. Maybe this as well. But yeah, I don't remember struggling with them too much. I can't even remember how long I've had them for. I've had them a while. But I think one of the first things I did, because I got Magical City, and I followed along with Peter Hewitt's tutorial in the Magical City, and I think that helped me a lot. After doing that, I think it was a little bit easier to get the hang of them. Thank you! And see, that's what I mean, because I do the same thing with my Prismacolors. I always blend colors together, so I kind of figured that it would work the same with these, except even better, because not only can you blend the colors together with the pencil, but you can also blend them even more when you activate them, so it's definitely really helpful. So next we're coming in with Felt Green. I'm going to color in most of this leaf, leave a little bit of a highlight. See, right now it looks like a mess of colors, but I think it's going to turn out looking good. Okay, I'm going to skip this leaf. I'll come to over here. I'm going to color most of this one in, leave a little bit. Color in the top of this one. And that's it with that one. Hi, Coloraroo. Bunny, I think, right? I learned about your channel. Oh, actually, I missed the piece here that I wanted to color. I learned about your channel through Miss Anne's video, which was absolutely sweet of her. That was with the felt green here. I'm just coloring in the tips of that. And then we're coming in with our apple green, which I'm pretty much going to color everything else in with. I'm not going to worry about these little teardrop shapes. I'm going to use gel pen over top of that. So. Hi, Connie. Thank you. Oh, she is. She's so sweet. And I love just like how, I don't know, just how she is herself. Like she's always herself behind the camera. She's like, you can tell she's not worried. She doesn't care what anybody thinks. I absolutely love that. And I always find myself just laughing at her personality. She's just so sweet. She always makes me smile. I love watching her videos. Okay, I think that's all of it. No page is complete without sparkle. That is 100% accurate, and I think we are going to be putting quite a bit of sparkle on this page too. It's going to be subtle, but there's going to be a lot. Well, maybe not a lot for you, Jody, but for me. Let me just find my blotter page. I use the same page since I've got the Inktense, and this is what I've got so far. It's almost time for a new page, I think. It just sounds cool. It's pretty neat. I like it. Okay, so I want my medium water brush here. And as always, they try to push out a lot of water at first. So I'm just gonna let it sit upside down for a minute. Yeah, Jody's got that sparkly personality. She's a bad influence, that one. I very strongly disagree with that. People love sparkles, but I think you make people love sparkles even more. I'm just going to start activating this. Always starting in the lighter area and pushing towards the darker area. And I'm always cleaning my brush off every time I touch a darker area. And usually you want to wait for an area to dry before going in right next to it, because sometimes the color will kind of bleed together, but I'm not going to worry too much about that, because if that happens, I think it'll still look decent. Kind of just add some extra interest, so I'm just going to go with it. See, I'm not the only one. Oh, that's exciting, Debs. I love stickles. Tweezers? Any particular kind? I've got pointy ones and flat ones.
Just long.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, love you. Hi, Selena. Thanks for stopping in. That's okay. Work away. Stickles are dangerous. You can't just buy one. There are so many that I have my eyes on. They are just gorgeous. And Irene been working on our passports, and I can't wait till we can afford to actually get them completely done. Because then I'm going to suggest an impromptu trip to the States, and the first place I'm going to go is, I'm going to find me a Hobby Lobby. Because you guys are always talking about them, and they sound amazing. And Canada stinks for art supplies. Okay, there's one leaf done. Really, Debs? I never thought of looking at eBay. I'm gonna have to do that. How much did you pay for it, if you don't mind my asking? It is, isn't it, Jody? And I'm not even a huge fan of green, but I'm loving these leaves. Oh, that's awesome, Charlotte. I do enjoy the Wink of Stella. It's very subtle. My favorite thing is to use it on like water. It just kind of adds to it makes it look so realistic, like the water is like actually shimmering. And I can't remember who gave me this tip, but someone told me that once it runs out, you can put, I think they said rubbing alcohol in it, and that kind of catches all the leftover sparkles and you can use it again. So that definitely makes it more worth the cost in my eyes, because they are a little expensive. I'd have to convert that. I'm not sure what that would be for us. But I am definitely going to check out eBay. Right, Connie? Me too. I don't even really, we have Michael's, but I don't even get to use the coupons from there because we don't have one where I live. We have to travel, and I can never use the coupons in time. I wish they lasted longer. Oh, that sounds like a neat idea, Jody. I've never thought of that. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I get coupons every time I shop there, but I never really make it back in time to use them. Okay, even though I avoided these little teardrops when I was laying down the pencil color, I'm not really going to worry about them. I'm going to go right over top because I'm going back over with gel pen anyways, so it'll cover it. I definitely plan on trying that. I have watercolors too, although I have to say I'm not a huge fan of them. I find that they're very I think what I don't like about them is that they're unpredictable. Especially if you're just starting out, and I don't like that. So it's kind of funny. I find that there's a huge learning curve for me when it comes to watercolors, but I have no problem with Inktense or Neocolor 2s, which makes no sense because they're basically watercolors. Maybe if I had watercolor pencils, it would be different. Maybe that's the difference. You're not having cookies? No, I don't think so, dude. Nice try. It's like 10 in the morning and he's trying to hit me up for cookies. He's funny. That would be a neat idea, actually. We might try that just to see what it looks like. I agree with that, Jody. Sparkly color along is definitely in order. Aww. I've been having troubles with our printer, of course. Rain got a new printer. Took us forever to get it connected to the computer. Some of you who are here for a few streams back might remember. And of course they got it working. It worked for Rain. He printed off a whole bunch of stuff, and then I have one thing that I want to print and it's not working. So he's on the phone with the computer guy right now, trying to get it sorted out for me. He's a sweetie. Yeah, I love your hot messes, Jody. They always turn out amazing. Okay, so I've got my Wink of Stella pen here. And we got these really pretty teardrops. And let's see, I think I want to do a darker green. So we're going to go in with the iron green. Just pop that on top. I'm going to zoom in as close as I can. And then we'll go ahead and activate this with the Wink of Stella. Okay. It's as close as we're going to get. Hopefully it's close enough. It's been a while since I used this, so just gotta kind of get the shimmer coming out. Here we go. It's definitely working for activating it. I don't think you guys will be able to see the shimmer though, because it's really, really faint. But I'll show you as soon as I activate all this. Okay. So I think it's really wanting to show. Let's see here. If I put my phone light on it. Not wanting to show up. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit of it showing up there. It is really pretty, but it's very subtle. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining, hon. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Send it our way. We need more snow. Thank you. So we just finished with our greens. Now we can dive on in with the blues for the background, which is the part that I'm most excited about. So I'm going to give you guys a choice. Do we want to do the background in Inktense or do we want to do it in Neocolor? The difference is, just pull up my swatches for my Neocolors here. And we'll zoom back out a little bit too. Okay. So here's the blues for the Inktense. So the difference is that the Neocolors are just a lot more lighter and more pastel, whereas the Inktense are of course more intense. And I don't think I have any backgrounds to show with water with the Inktense, but we did color in, I'm trying to remember if it was Daydreams or Summer Nights. No, I think it was Daydreams. Oops, knocking stuff over. Yeah. So we did color this page with the Neocolor 2s, and that's how the water turned out. So we'd probably do something really similar. Okay, Jody votes Neocolor. Let's do that then. I think it will turn out a little bit better anyways. You get a more kind of watery look with the Neocolor. And then, because all of these other colors are so intense, I think that it would be kind of refreshing to have the background a little bit lighter. Hey, Devin! Okay, so now I'm just trying to decide if we want to do the same colors that we did on that Daydreams page, or if we want to switch it up. I did really like that green. Let's see, what colors did we use for that? This is part of why I always like keeping track of the colors. Okay, so we used the Prussian blue, the malachite green, cobalt green, and jade green, which actually turned out really good. So I think we might use those same colors actually, except, no, I think we'll use, yeah, those same colors. So we've got Prussian blue, malachite green, cobalt blue, and then the jade green. Or actually, I think instead of the jade green, I'm going to grab turquoise this time. We'll go with more of a bluey blue just because we have so many greens in here. I love, that's my new favorite saying, Jody. Okay, so I'm going to start off at the top here, and I'm going to start off with the Prussian blue. And I'm just going to randomly pick out areas to put this. Going to try to avoid touching anything though. And kind of fade it out in areas. Make it darker in others. And I'm actually thinking for the top here, I want it to be slightly different. So I'm going to use similar colors for the top, but I think I might make it more of like a purple blue. Because the way that I see this, I'm not sure if this is how Johanna intended it, but this is like a aerial view of like a water fountain in my mind. So this is like the top of the fountain, and then you've got, you know, the bottom of it. Wing it till you win it. These are a little bit tricky to use because they are a chunky pencil, well, crayon, and they do go over areas, so kind of got to work carefully. So I think for the most part, I'm going to concentrate the darker areas towards the center here. But I will just kind of throw in some other darker areas on the outsides as well, just to kind of complement it and balance out the page. You could, but I'm a little bit OCD and it's going to take me a long time before I ever sharpen these. But they are water soluble, so even though we can't get into those nooks and crannies, it's a little bit easier to kind of push it around when we activate it. Let's go over here. I do want it to be a little bit darker in underneath these leaves here, just because it's going to make them pop out more. I would think just with a normal sharpener, or if you are good with knives, unlike me, knives terrify me, you could probably use like an X-Acto knife to kind of shave it to a point, which would probably be better because then you wouldn't waste as much. But I am horrible with knives. I try not to use them. But yeah, if you just have like a bigger like makeup sharpener, I've got this one here. Of course, I'm missing a blade out of it though. It would fit in here. So if it had a blade, it would actually sharpen, but it does not. No, Devin, there's actually 26. And anybody who's lurking, thanks for being here. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick, Chelsea. That sucks. But there you go. At least there's a benefit to it. Me too, Jody. I almost cut the tip of my finger off with a knife one time, so I try to stay away from them. Rain actually bought me, because I'm always using onions. If you guys go to Nick and Tina's streams, they usually stream around supper time, so I'm usually making supper at that point, and I'm always telling Nick to come cut the onions for me because he always likes to brag that they don't make him cry. But Rain actually bought me kind of like a food slicer for Christmas. So I still have to chop up the onion a little bit, but not nearly as much as before. Oh my goodness, it is a lifesaver. I am in love with it. Best Christmas present ever, aside from my ring. I gotta slow down. I'm like rushing a little bit because I cannot wait to activate this. The water is really gonna bring this to life, and I can't wait to see it. You're funny, Devin. I was trying to figure out where you were going with that. Yeah, it is that time of year. I'm trying not to leave my house lately. Thankfully, Rain's not working right now either, so he's not going to pick it up from anybody in the shop, which is super nice. Oh, thanks, Nana. I do. He's a sweetheart. Definitely my better half, that's for sure. Yeah, a lot of the times when I used to cut onions, he'd walk in and just do it for me, even though his eyes are so sensitive, it bugs him worse than it bugs me. But he cringes every time I have a knife in my hands. And I really don't blame him. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that there for our the darkest color. We still have the malachite green, which is fairly dark as well though. So we can pop that in some other places. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see. Here we go. For the most part, I'm gonna try and keep this color away from the leaves though. Just because this color is very similar to some of the colors that we've used in them. Aww, Jody. Yeah, that's one of the downsides of kids. I know I cringe every time I drop Carbon off at preschool. Because all I can think about is, oh great, what sickness am I going to get today when he comes back? Aw, thanks, Nana. That's true. An impasta. I know that one. I know a lot of puns and pun jokes because my brother hates them, so I feel bad for that poor kid. Everybody tags him in puns on Facebook. Oh my goodness, Charlotte. That's awful. I'm glad he's okay though. Oh, yeah, Debs, that's awful. I'm not looking forward to that one. It's gonna be awful when Carmen gets that, because I remember having that as a kid, and that was not fun at all. Yeah, World of Flowers. Oh, well, hopefully he feels better soon, Charlotte. Hopefully he heals properly. Yeah, Chelsea, World of Flowers. This is a beautiful book. I wouldn't have it except my sister gave me a gift card for Christmas, so I was like, yeah, that's definitely going on my list. Which is kind of funny because when I first saw the concept for the new book, I was like, yeah, I'm probably not going to get that. But then I saw it flip through and I was like, yeah, okay, I have to get that. Hi, Brianna. Thanks for joining, hun. How are you doing today? Oh my goodness. Shingles at 3. That's insane. I thought only adults could get that. I guess maybe anybody who's had chickenpox. Oh, there you go, Chelsea. That's a good idea. Okay, I think that's it for that color too. So even just kind of seeing the background now before it's activated, we can already kind of see that it's going to bring it together quite well. Oh, that's unfortunate, Brianna. I know I haven't gotten notifications for quite a few people lately. Thankfully, I have times written down. Not that I've really had time to watch anybody, but watching replays at least. Oh, I totally understand that, Charlotte. I don't blame him. I wouldn't be very happy about that either. I'm gonna guess 27. Okay, going in with the cobalt blue now. This is such a beautiful color, but I'm sad to say that we don't want a whole lot of it. I mean, we could, but we got to save some areas for our lightest color. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, I keep a list of what I've colored. Plus, I always keep track of my the colors that I've used for a page. So I have this little thing here, and everything after is what I've colored. And I actually just finished recording our color along for February, and I must say it turned out really good, and I'd give you guys a sneak peek, but I'm gonna be mean and make you wait. $42. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I think I've colored 4, maybe 5. Thanks, Connie. I try. I try to have some of my life organized because the rest of it, especially with a almost 5-year-old, is just chaotic. So. Okay, and that's it for the cobalt blue. That is true, and I don't get a lot of time to color, and everybody says I'm fast, but I feel like I'm very slow at coloring. And we're going in with the turquoise blue. And we're just going to touch this in everywhere we've left white, and we can blend it into those other colors as well just by going over top of them. Oh, that's cute, Robin. Yeah, they definitely do, because of all that layering you have to do. It does take quite a while. Okay, so there's the bottom part of our fountain. And I think what I'm going to do okay, Lisa, you have a wonderful afternoon. Okay, so I think what I want to do for the top, I think I want to make it darker, or do you want to make it lighter? No, I think darker. And I'm going to start in with the same colors, and then I'm just going to go over and put in some purple. So I'm going to start with the Prussian blue. And for the most part, again, I want the darker areas to be centered in the center. Switching to the malachite green. Be careful, we don't have quite as much space, so just little areas of these colors. Okay, and with the cobalt blue. And then over everything else with the turquoise blue, but we're not quite done yet. So, just pull out my color chart here again. Definitely want like a darker purple, and the darkest one that we have is violet. But we're going to mix that in with the Prussian blue, and that's going to make it look darker. So we definitely want that one. I don't want it too pink, so no pinky kind of purples. I do like this periwinkle color though, but I think that it might blend in too much with this big flower. Bye, Debs. Enjoy your tea, sweetie. Thanks for being here. Oh, thanks, Nana. Hi, Kitsune. Thank you for joining. I'm on the fence. I like this sky blue too, but they're both very, very similar to this. We could go with this one, but all three of those. These three, they're like the three colors that's in this flower. So I think with that being said, I'm going to go in the middle, and I'm going to grab the periwinkle blue. And kind of hope for the best. So starting off with the violet, I'm going to pop that in over top of everywhere that I put the Prussian blue. And we can even blend it out a little bit. Try not to go over any of the colored areas, but it's a little bit easier said than done. I haven't. I will have to go go do that. I'll actually do that right now. Hold on, make sure I'm subscribed. There we go. And then I can go back and look later. Okay, now going in with the periwinkle blue. And I'm just going to put this in just kind of randomly. I don't want to go completely over our actual blues. I want them to be in there too, but I just want a little bit of like a purple tint to them. I think right about there should do it. So now the exciting part, we get to go ahead and activate them. Oh, that's sweet, Jody. My little guy hates being messy too. It's like the total opposite of me when I was little. I did not mind at all getting messy, especially with my grandpa being a farmer. Yeah, little mini boss. He's a sweetie. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just randomly pick out areas. I'm going to start with the lighter areas and, of course, as always, work into the darker areas. I'm not going to wipe my my brush off that much though, because the more the colors blend, the better it's going to look. Oh, that is so cute. When's his birthday, Jody? Sorry guys, just kind of concentrating here. What's up?
Look how tiny it is.
Okay, give me a minute, I'll call you back. Oh, sorry guys. You gotta be careful, dude. Okay, close the door, I'll call you when it's on, okay?
Alright.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Bye.
That's okay. Aw. Well, if you don't mind, you should message me your address on Instagram, And I would like to send him a birthday card in July, if that's okay. If not, I totally understand, but figured I would offer. I think you could. The one thing though, when I was using it for the teardrops, it's not quite as juicy, so I don't think it would thoroughly activate them, just because the nails are so thick. They're more like a waxy kind of crayon feel, whereas the Inktense are thinner. Sorry guys, just gotta fiddle around with my little one's phone for a minute here. Carbon, honey. 2 seconds, guys. Hey, baby. Yeah. Love you. Oh, hi, little girl. You've been so quiet. I forgot you were in here. Okay, so we'll catch up on chat here. Oh, I said, if you don't mind, if you do, it's totally fine. I totally understand, but you should message me your address, your mailing address on Instagram. I'd love to send him a card, a birthday card in July, if that's okay. If not, like I said, I totally understand. What do you mean it's not working?
Look, it keeps doing this. Like watch. See?
Okay, give me 2 minutes, baby. Let me just finish this little area here so it doesn't dry, and then I can try and figure it out. Don't buck her. Okay, let's see what's going on here.
How do you know what number?
Let's see. I still have Wi-Fi. You're cute, kid.
What?
Sorry guys, I'll catch up on chat in just a minute here. I see your phone did something funny. It disconnected itself from the Wi-Fi.
How do you ask me I'm funny?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's up with it. But it's connected now, so it should work. Okay. Go ahead and try again. Not in here though, because it'll be loud. Thank you.
Oh.
Love you. Don't slam the door.
Love you.
Thank you. Okay. Hi, Sabrina. It's my coloring guru. I hope you're doing good this morning. Thanks for joining, hon. Okay, perfect. It's kind of what I was thinking. I know when he sent me that little card that you sent me on Instagram, he seemed absolutely thrilled on how I seen it. So I figured him having a physical card for me that he could actually hold in his hands would be pretty neat. sweetie. I'd love to make his day, especially on his birthday. So if it shows up there sooner, though, you have to hold on to it and then give it to him on his birthday. So I'll probably send it a little bit early because you never know how the post is. What kind of things does he like? I want to get him a super cute card. Oh, I'm glad you're doing better, sweetie. Thanks, Robin. Okay, I am going to flip this upside down, guys. I'm sorry, I have to. It's just so much easier when the point of your brush is pointing at the darker areas. Especially when you're trying to keep it light. Yeah, I'm glad we decided to do neon colors on this too. I think the Inktense would have been too dark. I don't. I'm sure if you asked them for it though, they'd be more than happy to send it to you. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot that. And I'll try and find him a super cute card. Does he like sound or no cards that sing? I don't want to freak him out. Okay, perfect. Be able to flip it back around here. Sorry guys, hopefully none of you have motion sickness. Okay, Charlotte, I could definitely send it to you. I'm not sure which is the best way to contact you though, so if you want to contact me first, I can definitely give it to you. Thanks, Jody. I am loving it too. Neocolors are my absolute favorite way to do water. It just looks so realistic. I'm not sure I could ever do water with just pencils, and I don't think I'd want to because it would take forever too. Thanks, Connie. You have a great day or evening yourself, hun. Thanks for being here. Sounds like Stitch is bugging Rain. They have a funny relationship, those two. I love your picture though. It's totally you. But yeah, that's what I was kind of going for, was like a serene and peaceful kind of look, because that's how I see it, as like as a fountain, which are, to me, are peaceful, so I kind of want it to replicate that. And I guess I can only speak on the last time I saw yours. I'm going to have to go and look at it again now that it's done. I wish we could share pictures in chat on YouTube. It'd be kind of neat. Although I totally understand why YouTube wouldn't allow that with like a whole bunch of creeps out there, but it would be cool. Okay, Robin, thanks for being here, sweetheart. You have yourself a wonderful day, hun. Okay, I'm gonna have to flip this again. So I think this part is turning out good. It is still very similar to the bottom part of the fountain, but it looks different as well. Especially with those purple tones in there. There we go. So now onto the even more fun part. We get to add the details. Oh, and I forgot about the fish. We gotta do the fish. I think I'm just gonna do him in Neil colors too. I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like, I understand why YouTube doesn't do that, but it would be a nice thought. Okay, so I'm going to grab Flame Red. Thanks, Charlotte. I think I'm going to keep this little guy fairly simple. Just going to touch the Flame Red on either end of him and then on the tips of his fins. And then let's go with the yellow. We'll make him, I know last time we were talking about whether we would do him yellow or orange. Let's make him a yellowy orange. So I'm just going to grab golden yellow and we'll throw that in there. So he's super simple, but he's going to stand out quite a bit. We're hoping he will anyways. Starting off with the yellow and orange, work our way into the flame red. Can always accentuate him with pencil if we wanted to, but I think I'm going to leave him as is. There. So I'm just going to quickly write down these colors before I knock my nail colors everywhere. He probably knows. Because you go to a lot of the same places, and most trolls will just kind of jump to random places, just wherever they can get in. So we used Prussian blue, malachite green, cobalt blue. Right, guys, I'm just gonna write these down and put these away so I don't knock them over, because that would be awful. And I've come close a few times and I've learned my lesson. I'm also not sure the order. So let me just pull this out. Where does this one go? Okay, right there. Okay, and then we have, what did we use? turquoise blue? Yes. And violet and periwinkle. Two more colors for our fish, or flame red, and what's the other one? Golden yellow. There we go. Put away safe and sound. That's not very nice. I would never say that you take over a stream. You just add to it. And really, anybody who streams loves people who chat a lot, because it keeps the stream entertaining. So not only are you, you know, caught up watching the stream, but you also get that chatting in there too, which is pretty much part of a stream. I don't get how people could be upset over that. You are more than welcome to chat at my streams as much as you want. Okay, so now we're going to glitter this up. And actually first I'm going to grab my metallic silver gel pen. And I'm just going to start on the top left for now because I don't want to be dragging my hand through this. So just going to color in wherever I know that my hand's not going to smear. Probably up to about the middle of this lily pad, I would think. I think this silver is probably my most used gel pen. Okay, we'll just color that in for now. Yeah, I don't blame you, I just laugh too. So I'm going to grab the purple, my purple glitter pen, and I'm going to completely glitter up the middle of these flowers and then just kind of follow the lines going up. I'm going to do that for all of them. So cute, Lilo's still in here sleeping. She's still in her chair. She won't move till I do. And I can hear her whistling. I might be switching back and forth with colors quite a bit just because I kind of want to do this methodically, where I'm going to start mostly over on this side. That way I don't have to drag my hand through any of the gel pen and we don't have to wait for it to dry because we're getting close to noon here. I can go a little bit over, but my phone doesn't really record up too long past 2 hours. that would definitely be your emoji. That should be an emoji. Okay. Do I want to make the lily pads sparkly? Yes. The answer is yes, I do. So green sparkle, and I'm going to come in on the lines of the lily pads. All of them? Maybe not, but some of them for sure. Maybe all of them. We'll see. It would. It most definitely would. I think I'm going to completely glitter the outer line of this one, because why not? Because why not? Okay, and I do want a little bit of glitter on these leaves as well, so I'm going to come in with my yellow and just put a touch in on the kind of stem areas of these leaves. I'm actually going to grab my pink, and I think use that on the veins of this guy here, and the one similar. And like I said, I'm going to be switching quite a bit here. And I've already run my hand through something. Uh-oh. I don't see it smudged anywhere though, so hopefully it just got on my hand. I bet it looks beautiful. I'm excited. It's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go look at it. Maybe color along the outside of this one too. Definitely got to sparkle up the fish a bit, so I'm going to grab an orange glitter pen and just sparkle up these lines and color in dots, and then maybe outline his fins and this top bit and his head. Yep, there we go. I think I'm going to add some white on him as well too, so I'm going to take my pasta pen. Okay, Charlotte, enjoy your nap, sweetheart. There we go, just a little hint of white. We'll probably go over some other areas with white too, very carefully at the end. Okay, where are we now? So I'm going to add a little bit of yellow in on the vines of this plant. Switching back to the pink. And on this one, maybe I should have used purple for this, but I kind of like the pink. It gives it a little bit of contrast. Okay, now onto these leaves. I'm going to color in the whole part of the outline here for this one. And I think I'm just going to follow the outline on the inner line here. Grab my silver. I can now bring the border down. the tricky part about working with gel pens because they take so long to dry. I can also color in this bit here. I take my blue and go just down the vein of this one. Back to pink for this one. I'm going to do them all kind of the same. Green. I'm going to color in the outline of this one as well as the little veins for it. This big one here, I'm going to do in yellow, just because I don't want to darken it up, but I do want some glitter on it. I'm going to go in with purple just at the center of this one. Follow all these lines. Okay. Back to yellow. And back to green. Sorry guys, lots of switching. I think I'm going to throw some blue in this one. I'm going to expand these little designs here, the blue. Maybe do the lines here as well. And then we can color the outer line with green, or go over, I suppose. Okay, we're going to move back up to the top here. First thing, I'm going to go in with my silver. This down further. I should have done that first. This is very awkward. So what is everybody working on? I've only got one other work in progress on the go, aside from this one, which will be finished up today. And I'm not sure I'm liking it. Okay, yellow. Pink. green. You have nothing to color. Like actually, or just nothing you feel like coloring? Oh, and here comes my battery warning. Hopefully we can get this finished before my phone tries to die on me. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. I'm not a huge fan of wallpaper pages, but I really like that one. Yellow. Back to pink here. I think I'm going to do a little bit here as well. Just going to outline these little center bits of the flower. And do the same with this one, but I'm going to use purple. I think that's all of our glittery stuff in the middle done. Now I think all we have are these flowers and leaves here. So mostly working with green and blue. We'll do these flowers first, so I'm going to do them, just the centers of them with pink. Okay, and then coming in with my green. Just going to randomly pick out some lines to outline here. Switch to the blue. Oh my, I'd be going crazy if I had that many works in progress. I couldn't do it. Way too OCD. Yes. I actually have a lot of books, not even first books. Enchanted Forest is one that I would love to start over. And I actually do have another copy of it, but I don't think I want to start over, but I don't, because I've colored a lot in it. And I feel like that's the opposite of getting a book done, starting a new one. You have so many pretty pictures in Lost Ocean, though. Okay, I'm going to come in with my Wink of Stella on these flowers. I'm going to really, really carefully just kind of touch in some glitter on the petals here. I think I'm going to do that for all of these similar flowers here. Not too worried about missing any though. Any petals, I mean. It'll just kind of add character. And it probably won't be noticeable anyways. Okay. And last but not least, I'm going to zoom out. Yeah, we used to do a color along once a month in the Lost Ocean group on Facebook. I'm just going to really randomly and sporadically add highlights here. I'm adding quite a bit of white to these flowers. I just kind of had a feeling to do it and I'm just going with it and I like it, so I'm going to continue. And that's the only explanation I can give you. I'm also working a little quicker than usual just because I don't want my camera to quit on us before we finish. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Maybe not. I lied. Let's put in just a couple little dots on some of these flowers. Okay. Thanks everyone, and I think it's finished. Let me see, what's my camera at here? Yeah, 8%. Sorry. Yeah, she gets mad when I color a lot of people. Although it's insane because she's really good at it. But here we go. Let's see if we can get all this glitter to show up here. The gel pens show up better than the Wink Stella, but super glittery, and even though it's really glittery, it's really subtle, and you can only really tell when you are moving the page around. And I think it turned out really awesome. I'm really happy with it. I'm not going to worry about doing a border, I think. I'm just going to leave it as is, just like that, and it's finished. So I hate to cut this short right away, but phone's going to die, and I'm sure my little one's probably getting pretty hungry, so that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm not sure what we'll be working on Wednesday, but I guess we'll figure out then. Okay. Bye everyone, take care. See you next time. Bye.